Namaskaram to you all. Every moment of our life, something is happening. You are seeing something, hearing something, thinking something. But let me ask you a very simple question. Who is the one seeing all this? We spend our whole life changing experiences, but Vedanta says freedom comes not by changing experiences, but by understanding the experiencer. Drik, Drishya Viveka gives us a clear, logical, step-by-step method to discover this experiencer. Today, let us walk this journey together. Drishya Viveka is a short but extremely powerful Vedantic text. It is traditionally attributed to Vidyāraṇya Swami. In just a few verses, this text answers the most fundamental question of life: who am I? The speciality of this text is its method. It does not ask us to believe anything. It asks us to observe carefully and discriminate between the seer, that is the subject, and the seen, that is the object, the subject and the object, and the discrimination, viveka, the knower and the known. Before we begin, let us establish 4 simple checkpoints we will apply to the same 4 at every stage. First, the seer is always different from the seen, or the subject and the object are not the same. Second, the seer is one, the seen are many, or in other words, the subject is one and the objects are many. Next, the seer does not change, the seen is always changing. Or in other words, the subject is not changing, but the objects are always changing. And the final one, the seer is the inner knower, the seen is outside it, or the subject is inside and the objects are outside. With these 4 principles, we will go step by step, negating what we are not until we reach what we truly are. So friends, let us begin the journey. Let us start with the most obvious level. The world is seen, forms, color, sounds, smells, taste, touches. All are object. Who see them? Our sense organs. The eyes see forms, the ears hear sounds, and so on. Now apply the 4 checkpoints. The world is different from the senses. One set of senses see countless objects. Objects keep changing. The senses remain unchanged. Objects are outside. Senses are the knowers who are inside. So the conclusion is clear. I am not the world. Now we are going to one level deep, where our attention turns to the senses themselves. Observe carefully. You know whether your eyes are open or closed. You know when your hearing is sharp or dull. That means the senses organs themselves are seen. Who sees them? The mind. Again, please apply the 4 checkpoints. The mind is different from the senses. One mind coordinates all the senses. The condition of senses changes, the mind continues unchanging. Compared to the senses, the mind is inside and the senses are outside. Therefore, I am not the sense organs. Here, with negating sense organs, we are negating our body. The bottom line is, we recognize that we are not the body. Let us go still deeper. Now look at your inner world. Thoughts come and go. Emotions rise and fall. Memories appear and disappear. You are aware of all of them. Anything that is known is seen. So the mind itself is the seen. Who knows the mind? Vedanta calls it Sākṣī, the witness, the awareness. Again, you can apply the same 4 checkpoints here. Awareness is different from thoughts. One awareness knows countless thoughts. Thoughts change every moment. Awareness does not. And awareness is the inner knower of all mental states. So the conclusion is unmistakable. I am not the mind. This is a turning point in self-enquiry. Now we are reaching the final stage of this journey. Can the Sākṣī be known? Can the awareness be known? No. Why? Because now there is no second thing left. Awareness cannot be made an object. The seer and the seen are no longer divided into 2. Just as the eye cannot see itself directly, awareness cannot objectify itself. This does not mean awareness is absent. It means awareness is ever present. The self-luminous awareness. Everything else needs to be revealed by something, but awareness does not need another light to know. It is Swayam Prakasha, self-luminous. You do not know awareness by seeing it, you know it by being it. Every experience proves awareness, but no experience can capture it. Now let us ask why we miss. Because of a lifetime of outward attention. Why do people struggle to understand this? Because from childhood our attention is trained only outward. Marks, money, relationship, achievements, everything is object oriented. Even in spirituality we search for experiences. Even most people describe enlightenment itself is an experience. Vedanta makes a radical shift. It turns our attention from the experience to the experiencer itself. This feels difficult not because it's complex, but because it is extremely subtle and very close. Dear friends, now we are going to conclude this video about the Vedantic conclusion. Let us summarize the entire journey. We negate the world, we negate the sense organs, we negate the mind. What remains cannot be negated. That is the witnessing awareness. This awareness is not something you have to attain in the future. It is your present nature. You are not the body, you are not the mind, you are the awareness in which body and mind appear. This recognition itself is freedom. Thank you very much for watching this video. Request you to kindly subscribe. We will see in another video. Namaste.